So what does Salesforce admins actually do? Well, we can break it down into three categories. First would be user stuff, second would be data stuff, and the third would be process stuff. And it's going to depend really on the size of the organization that that particular admin works for. If they're working for a small company and they're the only system admin in the org, then they're going to be responsible for the entire Salesforce system at that company, most likely. That means they're going to be doing everything from helping users and training them to uploading data to developing new fields and objects and automations within that company. But if they're working for a really large organization where you might have an entire team of people responsible for Salesforce, then more likely they're responsible for just a section of that Salesforce org. And so they might not have the authority or the access to create brand new fields and objects and automations within Salesforce. So that role might be a bit limited in that sense. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about what a Salesforce admin does in different organizations. So let's start with the user stuff. The most common thing is that they're going to be responsible for creating new user records and deactivating old user records. So this would include adding permissions to these new users, making sure they have access to the different features that they need to have access to, adding them to different groups, making sure that they can get in if they get locked out and they forget their password, all of that sort of stuff. They may also be responsible for actually designing that security model, deciding what are the names of our profiles for the different types of people that work at the company and what level of access should each of those profiles have within the system. The second category is data. So they're probably responsible for uploading and updating data from spreadsheets. These could be leads from a trade show. It could be an update to all the account information that you've got in the database. In addition to that, they probably need to run reports and dashboards for different stakeholders and leaders within the company. If they're not creating the dashboards and reports themselves, they're probably helping the people that are. And the final category is process. So this is more of the structure of Salesforce that an admin is often responsible for. It's not just the day-to-day operating, making sure people have access, but it's also deciding what fields do we need to create on different objects. Do we need to create new objects, which are basically new tables in the database? Or can we create some sort of automation that makes life better for the users that are using Salesforce every day? That's where Salesforce administration gets really fun. That's where it gets a little bit more creative. You can work with different people within the company and help solve problems to improve the business as a whole. Because in my opinion, that's where you can create the most value in Salesforce. It's actually improving the business processes that the organization relies on and leveraging Salesforce technology to make that happen. Now, of course, in addition to those Salesforce categories of things that they might do, there's also all that standard company stuff they have to do. Go to meetings, write documentation, train, be trained, etc. For all those Salesforce admins out there, let me know if there's anything big that I missed in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.